Well, good morning, folks, and welcome back to the farm. Glorious morning here this morning. Cold though, like sweater weather for sure. I just gotta squeeze into the barn here. Squeeze through. Got the stock trailer on this morning. We're gonna make the big move with the market lambs down to the forested section, see if they can clean out that underbrush there. But this was actually gonna be a family endeavor, but the family's still in bed. I got up early this morning, not really that early, but earlier than the rest of the family, I should say, and had a cup of coffee, bit of breakfast, and then I heard a noise outside. It was kind of a god-awful noise, and I thought, what is that? It sounded like a teenage boy with a diesel truck. And I thought, well, maybe it's the grader, because we haven't seen the grader all year. Check the security camera quick. Nothing on there, but I can still hear this noise, so I pop my head out, and I'm like, oh wow, the county's actually coming to mow the ditch. And then like this, I got this sinking feeling in my stomach. It's like, oh, I've got about $1,000 worth of electric netting out in that ditch, and I've literally just moved the animals out of the ditch and into the pasture and behind the barn here so that I can move them, and I need that electric netting today to take down to the forest section, so like as quickly as I can get shoes on and out the door. And thankfully he was observant and paying attention and hadn't actually mowed over all that electric netting, so that was good. Anyways, that aside, the ultimate goal here is to get those little lambs in the back door or the side door, one or the other, just somehow into the barn here, through this series of panels and into the trailer here. So this side's really easy. All I gotta do is just nip that door closed. But there is a terrible gap there. I can move the trailer over a little bit, but I'll more than likely put that Rubbermaid tote there. Push this up, open that door. The gap that I'm really worried about is that one down there, if anybody tries to scurry under. But I got a few grain pails I'm gonna stack up at the back there. And hopefully that will stop anybody from wanting to go underneath. I could put some bales there, but I feel like that would just be snack time. So I wasn't sure how this next part was gonna go out the back door, but they're all kind of lined up there, like they got some interest and they're bellowing. So I better move this bag of wool away from the door, see if they'll just pop right in. Here, sheep. Come on, lammy lambs. I'll just step around the corner. You know, there's a little bit of grass in the alleyway here. You don't want to taste of that. Nothing thunder in it. This is too easy. Then all I gotta do is slide this panel closed. Open the barn door. I don't know what. Something's about to go completely sideways, because this first step is really what I was so concerned about. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get him here. Let's get him in the barn and see what happens. There's a few that are unsure. Look at that. We have containment. Get the door closed. Oh, you're mine now. What are the odds of that? A few of them are going to test the trailer out. Close this gate behind me. Holy man. I never could have imagined this would go this well. I'll just close this door with these ones for now. I'm not going to get them all. So we're down here at the bottom of the farm at the corrals. This was all set up when we got here. I think it was all set up for part of the buffalo operation. But anyways, we got the stock trailer on. I've set up a couple panels to direct some flow into this little pen right here. This is just going to be a temporary holding pen for these lambs until we can actually kick them out where the pallet is there out that back and into Mirkwood, so to speak. So of course can't do anything around here without there being a ton of interest. So I got the ewes coming, the dogs are down, the blooming cows are coming over to check it out. So I got to roll up the window on my truck just so that nobody, you know, goes to scratch their chin and blows the side window out of a truck. So how we're currently configured here right now is the cows can actually access all four corners of the farm, and there's this pipeline right away that's fenced on both sides that kind of interconnects all four of those quarters. It works really, really well. But where I'm going to put the lambs into here, if the cows get in there, I don't want the cows to test the electric fence. The sheep can test the electric fence, that's fine, you know, but a cow, I have a feeling that if a cow gets on the wrong side of the electric fence, it may go forward instead of going backwards and end up, you know, basically releasing the kraken, so to speak. And then of course, then I've got sheep everywhere, and I got electric netting dragged through the forest and probably trashed and thrashed. So we'll make sure that they're either locked completely on that side or completely on that side, and nothing in the middle here. All right, lammy lambs, come on out. Come on out. Morning, cows. Go on with you. All right, so we're on to load number 2. Now, I don't know if these ones are going to be less cooperative or more cooperative, but I brought in my hired hand here. Are we going to load them up, Charlotte? Yeah? All right, well, let's see how this goes. I'll go them the first half of the way. Now it's just a matter of getting them to jump. Come on through, Charlotte. Come on, sheeps. Look at that, meant to be. Watch out, Charlotte. Well, thanks for your help, Charlotte. I gotta say, of all the hundreds of times that we've moved sheep, that was probably the smoothest of all of the moves ever. And I don't know when it's gonna go wrong. It's just I got this, you know, in the back of my head. I'm just like, I should be doing laps right now. I should be getting heartburn. I should be, you know, sweating. I should be getting like red in the face. Something should be going wrong. Never look a gift horse in the mouth, I guess. If things are going well, just take it for what it is. Okay, so we got load number 2 here. Got my little helper. Nothing can go wrong, right? You gotta pee? Oh my goodness. Something can go wrong. Close the gate again. Crisis averted. Nobody peed their pants. Charlotte, you're gonna fill this gap here, right? What's your job, Charlotte? You don't know? Okay, you stand right. Oh, you got poop on your hands. Even better. Come here. Your job is going to be stand right here. Okay? Here, wipe it on Dad's sleeve. Wipe it on my sleeve. You stand right here and make sure no sheeps get out that gap, okay? You wipe it on your pants too? Okay, we might as well both do laundry, hey? Yep. Okay, don't let anybody out. Come on, lammy lambs. Back up just a touch, okay? Come on, lammy lambs. Must be shy. All right, we're going in. Come on. Out the door. Out the door you go. I thought while I was down here in the corrals, I might as well take this gate panel off of the corral because, well, Cows are real dinks some days, I tell you. So we try to bring the cows into this corral, this bigger one, every fall, and then load out of the alleyway and into the trailers. And every once in a while, there'll be a couple that'll get in the alleyway that just, they're headstrong. So headstrong, in fact, that they bugger up the fence there, or the gate, and they actually broke the latch for the gate. So I have no way of actually securing this gate in the closed position. And being that, you know, it's the end of August, probably should start, you know, proactively thinking about what that's going to look like to get the cows out of here mid to end of October. So I'm going to haul this up to the house, see if I can dismantle after getting the grinder out, get the torch out, beat that straight, and then of course get the welder out and weld a new handle on there as well. That's why we can't have nice things, because there's cows around. So we're back in the bottom beside the corrals. I've got 2 helpers right now, and there's not many moments where, you know, a guy just wants to just have like a full-blown mental breakdown, but because the kids are here, you just don't. I pulled this electric netting out from beside the road, and I rolled it up very, very neatly, very precisely, meticulously, in fact. And I got it down here, and I don't know what happened between the top of the hill and the bottom of the hill, but that is a complete and utter rat's nest. And that's a test. That is a test of one's mental fortitude, let me tell you that. Anyways, I'll do my best to get it untangled, and through the bush we go. All right, so we got the wire all straightened out, and we're now in the 100-acre wood. And my wife helped me string this first length through the bushes, but that was the one that was all tangled up. So we literally had it in a straight line and had to negotiate our way through there like a snake with its hair on backwards. Anyways, that was awful. That was absolutely terrible. If anybody's thinking about doing that, just set a half a day aside to come in first, weed whack, chainsaw, blaze yourself a trail. I purposely didn't do that because I thought, well, I'll just bring the chainsaw with me, and as I need to nip off a branch or something like that, I'll do that. But I didn't want to weed whack any grass because I thought, wow, that's a mouthful of grass that the sheep's not going to get. So I left it up. But I will say, all the bramble, the cranberry, all these little willow branches, they're just like hungry little fingers just reaching out to grab that netting as you're trying to drag it through there. It is it's literally like running the gauntlet through Velcro is really what it's like. And not as much fun as I thought. But anyways, we're through. We're about maybe 12 feet apart between the two ends of the wire. I got one length coming from the far side and this length coming from this side, and we cannot quite meet in the middle. But I got some slack over here, as you can kind of see. It does a bit of a wow there. That's just, we were just trying to get it straightened out and get it strung. So I'll take that wow out, and then I got a bit more on the other side that I can straighten out. We should be able to get us a full 10 feet, maybe 12 feet of overlap. Okay, so the fence is up, it's straight, it's tight. There's a couple of areas where there's a bit of a dip in the ground where I want to pin down. I might come back down here later with some plastic step-in fence posts and just a couple of spots there. Like I say, there's one right there. Like, it's a bit of a game trail where the cows walk through, or the moose or the elk would walk through, and it's just a depression, and that's a perfect place for a lamb to put its head underneath. And if they can get their head through, they can get the rest of it through, probably without getting a shock. But I'm just really genuinely interested and curious to see just how much of this they eat down. We let them in the county ditch there, like I said, and I kind of thought they were going to decimate that. They did everything at ground level, but they didn't reach up for the greenery and the trees as much as I thought they would. And some of these low bushes, I don't know what this is, but it's got some type of weird white berry on it. They never even touched that stuff, right? So who knows? I guess we'll see. There's only one way to find out. Turn them loose. Lambs are pretty smart. They don't, they generally don't eat anything that's toxic to them. They figure that out pretty quick. So yeah, I'll get a little bit of more patching up down at the far side here. I'm going to turn the Energizer on my way by, and then should be able to open a gate and watch some magic happen. Well, there you go. They're already out. Gonna be living their best life for a while here. Go fill your bellies. Put on about 25-30 pounds. That'd be fantastic. I'm gonna leave them access to that corral there, and I'm gonna come back every few days and feed him with grain and train him to come back into that pen, because when it comes time to load him up and move him out, I'm gonna wanna have a system of containment. And that was always the big fear about doing anything down here, is that if they get out, they're away on you. So the only thing I can do with that is really appeal to something down here. But speaking of appealing to something down there, I think it's time for me to get a sandwich in my belly. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow.